Okay, so if you are one of those people who overthink their content and keep saying, I'm going to post it tomorrow or the next day, or I need to do this to it before I post it or that, comment below, hey twin, and find your people in the comments, because today we're going to rally around each other and we're going to eliminate those excuses. I understand exactly where y'all are. I have been there before, but today's video is going to help you eliminate the excuses of why you cannot post your content now, because time is ticking. We've got to make some moves. And this is going to be more so of a rant, because I honestly don't know how else to do this video without it being a rant. But I did sit down and write down 10 reasons why you should just post the content, even if it's not perfect. So if you are trying to eliminate excuses and get out of your own way, stay tuned for this video. So I used to literally spend hours editing reels and trying to make things perfect, even on YouTube, editing videos, just trying to make sure every little bit and piece, you got the intro, you got this and that. And it got to a point where I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I really sat down and I watched some of my favorite creators, and not to copy them, but to just notice things that I did enjoy about them. So with that being said, I wrote down 25 things, but I'm going to spare y'all today and only give you 10. If you want the other 15, you can comment down below and I can add those in a separate video. But for time's sake, I'm just going to do 10. Okay. So first thing, perfection is a trap. I feel like a lot of the times perfection is just a mental thing it's a mental block that we use to eliminate progress, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes that's our excuse of why we can't do certain things. It's an added reason to be lazy, if I'm being honest. I think that also the idea of perfection is like not realistic, because when you think about it, everybody's perception of perfection is different. Let me say that again. Everybody's perception of perfection is different, which means that you can do something that may look perfect to somebody, but the people over here or somebody else over here who may be interested in that same thing may not think that that's the perfect way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we spend so much time trying to appease whoever, only to find out that they may not even like that. We put all this energy into it for what? Not saying that you shouldn't put quality or effort into your work, but sometimes everything doesn't require a high level of perfection. Now, when we look at it from a public figure standpoint, when I think of public figures and I think of somebody who I consider to be like a perfect example of like what a perfect public figure would look like, one of them would be Tabitha Brown. And I say that because I love Tabitha Brown. She can do no wrong in my eyes. I think she's amazing. She seems super sweet, kind, gentle, beautiful, just a kind soul, like somebody that just brightens up everybody's day. Now, that is my opinion. That is who I consider to be a perfect persona or perfect public figure. Somebody else, on the other hand, if you haven't seen recently, some people online have been bashing Tabitha Brown about her, I guess, response to a certain topic of a red logo. I'm not going into all that, but a lot of people have had a different opinion on Tabitha Brown. So that's a perfect example of how you can put so much energy into trying to be perfect when really it's just like, perfect to who? You know what I mean? You're not going to be perfect to everybody. And that's just the reality. There's no way possible. So with that being said, don't waste your time. Post your content. Number two, consistency builds momentum. And this is really good because I feel like we all know if you don't know, the algorithm rewards consistency. So, while you're in the process of trying to figure out what works for you, you being consistent alone helps you find your audience, and your audience will naturally gravitate towards you just based off of your content, whether it's perfect or not. Every post, you're building brand visibility, and you want to make sure that you're putting yourself out there, and you really don't want to show up too perfect anyway, because if you do show up perfect from out the gate, how do you show your growth? Like, you come out like Beyonce, who do you move to after that? You know what I mean? You came out Beyonce, so what's your next level? You know that. Number 3, you learn what works. And this is really important because I feel like a lot of people spend so much time on content that ends up not even working for them. So in the early stages of you posting your content and just staying consistent, you figuring out what works for you is key, because you need to know the analytics. You need to understand what's working. You need to check the data. You need to see what people are responding to, what they're not responding to. Now imagine if you're spending all these hours curating all this content and that's the least performing content for you. You get what I'm saying? Like I just feel like we're not in an era anymore where people really want overly curated content. So if you are spending a lot of time, you may be missing out on money. Not only that, but losing your audience in the process because you're spending so much time editing, over editing to the point where they're like, just get to the point. Get to the point. Because at the end of the day, you need real feedback, not guesses or anything like that. You need analytics, you need data, you need to see what works. And that's what matters the most. Number 4, somebody may need this message today. And I cannot imagine. When I wrote this down, I thought about it. I'm like, I cannot imagine how many times I have blocked somebody else's blessing by not acting on what I wanted to say then. By not pressing send on the draft, by not pressing submit or post on the draft because I'm too afraid to put it out there because it's not perfect. Whatever you're trying to put out there online is perfect for the right person. The right person who needs that message is not going to say, you did not say it right. They're not going to say that. So with that being said, post your content because you never know whose blessing you may be blocking just because of your desire to perfect a 1-minute clip. Number 5, you are not for everyone, and that is okay. I have officially left my people-pleasing era, and I am so happy about it because this is something that stopped me for a very long time, and I'm at a point where I don't care. I don't care. When I think about it, I don't even like people in real life. Some people, because of their behaviors or the things that they do. So if I am posting videos online and somebody, for whatever reason, decides not to like me because I posted a message to encourage people, then that's on them. Okay, don't be encouraged then, sir, ma'am, whoever. I'm not here to please people. I'm here to encourage people. So with that being said, focus on your people and not people pleasing. Let me say that again. Focus on your people and not people pleasing. It's not about people pleasing. It's about focusing on the people you are trying to reach. That is it. Right audience will always appreciate you as you are. So don't worry about the rest of the people. And yeah, I had something else to say, but I don't want to get demonetized. I'm not even monetized yet. We're going to get monetized though one day. One day we're going to get monetized. But yes, focus on your people and that's it. We don't care. We don't care what people think. Who cares? Are they paying your bills? No, they're not paying them. Did they cash up you today? No. Nobody cares about those people. We do not care. We are all adults. We all have lives. We all are entitled to our opinion. If somebody does not like me, that is on them. God bless them. Next question. Next caller. Number 6, it builds confidence over time. And this is so true. When I tell you guys, I have a group called Synergy Haven where I help entrepreneurs get their confidence in business and just put themselves out there in ways that they normally wouldn't because they're too scared or this is not their norm or things like that. And I help them do those things. And even for myself, when I get on live and talk to people and promote my stuff and talk about what I do and things, people always join. You guys, people join and they sign up or they purchase whatever it is that I'm buying. It never fails. And it makes me more and more comfortable to speak publicly. When I was in college, you guys, my public speaking class, I did terrible. I did terrible on my final assignment. I think I still passed, but I know that I did terrible because I got up there and my voice was shaking. I was nervous. I almost peed on myself. It was bad. It was terrible. But now I can say that a part of me really does enjoy public speaking because I have a lot of knowledge that I've gained over the years that I want to share. And it's like, how are you going to share it if you're too afraid to speak? That's ridiculous. So with that being said, between me and also my members in my community who are killing it and putting themselves out there and getting uncomfortable and just gaining that confidence, this is so true. Number 6 is true, you guys. You have to put yourself out there and just post the content because the more that you build it up, the better it'll get. You might suck right now, honestly. You might suck, and that's okay. But when you think about it, it gives you space for growth, right? Because imagine you come out the gate like Beyonce. What is the next step from that? How do you grow? You know what I mean? Like, you got to come out like, I'm not going to bash anybody by saying anybody lower than her. But you have to start somewhere. So I've watched creators that I'm like obsessed with right now and I went back to the old videos, and they are like in the camera, and they're like really shy, like, hey guys, blah, 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 you know, all that. And you just see the growth. And a lot of people enjoy that. People want to see the journey. If you come out perfect out the gate, where's the growth? What is the point? Like, I don't know. It's all about the journey, you guys. Get the confidence and just enjoy the journey. That's it. Okay, y'all, I don't know how I skipped number 7. It's been a long day. Don't judge. Anyway, number 7 is opportunities come from visibility. You cannot grow your brand in silence. You cannot grow your business in silence or get your message out in silence. And this reminds me specifically of a girl years ago. I don't know if this is true or not. Don't quote me. But there was a story going around years ago where a girl who didn't have a lot of subscribers, she didn't have a lot of views, but one of those views on her YouTube channel happened to be Oprah, and she ended up getting the opportunity to work with her, and her career took off from there. So you never know who's watching, so just be ready to partner and be ready to put yourself out there. Which goes into number 8, you can always improve later. I feel like we want to come out the gate as Beyonce, and it's like, y'all got to start as Girls Time. Beyonce didn't come out Beyonce. She started off Girls Time with Destiny's Child 3 times, and then became Beyonce. Like, you really, people want to cheat the process. And it's like, that's not how it works. Just post the content now and grow from there. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. The goal is to start messy and just refine it as you go. Just tweak it and do what you need to do. See what works and see what doesn't work. Eliminate things. Just pay attention to your journey. That's it. Enjoy it and pay attention to it. See what works and see what doesn't work. Eliminate the things that don't. Number 9, imperfect content attracts real engagement. And I think this is one thing that I really, it made me think twice about the amount of editing that I was doing. Because I'm like, if people love me at my worst, then they'll love me at my Beyonce. Because if y'all are okay with me posting the way that I post now, then I can't wait till things are elevated and I'm able to do the things that I really want to do on that level. So let people see the process and let people enjoy it for what it is. You want genuine followers because everything is not going to be perfect all the time. The real life moments definitely resonate more than like the polished ones do. So you want to make sure that you're being real. I think the overly curated content is becoming like just sickening to watch. Like it's just too much. It's too much. And I think now, like back in the day it was fine, but like now we just want more raw and real and like, I don't know. Overly curated content for me is a turnoff. And that's another reason why I said I'm going to stop trying to add in all the thrills and all the extra stuff because people don't want that all the time. They just want the raw and real, uncut version of things. So yeah. Also, people comment more and they engage more when they feel more connected with you. You want that parasocial relationship. That is the game changer. That is the key. That is the key. If you don't take anything else away from this video, take that. Please take it and put it in your pocket because that is the one. And last but not least, action beats overthinking every time. So whatever it is, just do it. Stop making excuses for it. The longer you sit on the idea, the more excuses you will add to your pot. Okay, so just do it. And this is another thing. I feel like we don't take heed to the fact that, and again, I'm bring God into it. What is for you is for you. But I also want you guys to understand that if God gives you something that he wants you to do and you don't do it, he might pass that off to somebody else. He may give you a vision that he wants you to do and you're not taking action on it. So he's going to move on to somebody that will. I want you guys to really take that and run with it because it's happened a lot of times to me where I've had ideas and I've had visions and I've just sat on them. And then I've seen other people a few months later come out with that same idea or something similar. Same name, same idea, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's because I didn't take action on it. And I sat on it. And somebody else saw the importance of it or they saw the bigger picture. And even though I saw it and I just didn't take action on it, they did. So with that being said, take action. Faith without works is dead. We are not making excuses this year. Just do it. Do it. We don't care about people. We don't care about the equipment. You guys, I literally bought this camera. And does it look like I'm filming on it right now? No, I'm not. I'm filming on my phone. So, and that's only because, honestly, I didn't charge it, so it was dead. But I say that to say, post your content. Let's eliminate excuses this year. Let's not hold ourselves back anymore. Because it's old, it's tired. I don't want to hear it anymore. If you need any encouragement, any further encouragement, please click the link in my bio. I have a group again called the Synergy Haven where I help entrepreneurs thrive, network, and get out of their own way. And we will do that together. You are not alone. You are supported. And You are loved. So thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Now stop holding yourself back, okay? And post that content. Post it. And when you do, comment below the content that you posted, and I'll go support it. All right? Hope you guys have a beautiful day, and stop overthinking. That's stupid.